Greetings world.
Greetings world.
We are Anonymous.
Greetings world.
We are Anonymous, the Hive Mind Collective.
Greetings world. We are Anon DK.
Brothers and sisters, you are not alone, for we are one love, and one consciousness. Though one may fall, so shall another rise up. Anonymous has no leaders. There is no official page, profile, or person. We are the many, and the many are the few. We cannot be stopped. We are Anonymous. Those that share the idea control nothing, and control everything. For the game is rigged and flawed. The Matrix is surprisingly easy to infiltrate and manipulate. Yes, you can actually manipulate reality from your computer and from your real life. They can be separate. They can be together. Is that wrong? This all depends on what you do and who you do it to. One, where you are located at when you do whatever it is that might disrupt the Matrix. To whom the manipulation is directed towards can be anything, really anything. We live in a society that surrounds its citizens with indoctrination and manipulation. It's the driving force behind a subsystem of the Matrix, a central core processor to the system integrity and efficiency. Can one manipulate how an image, or idea, is branded and shared? Absolutely. Why is there such an emphasis in the mainstream comic and media storylines of the vigilante and the criminal and the villain? What is the reasoning behind it if it is to be found to be predictive programming? The best cover for a controlled opposition such as a contracted third-party security firm or government program would be most definitely a guise as a vigilante. This is highly important to think about and use in your own cross-analysis. For if you question everything, especially all things encompassing Anonymous, and never stop questioning, for the web and dark web contain unknown results, regardless of initial intent. To be true, to be relative, to be useful, the fight for human rights for all people of the earth will never stop. The idea, Anonymous, has no use for money, and those who ask for it and claim to be anonymous are nothing more than beggars and government programs. For Anonymous is an idea that will never die. As one may go dark in his or her objectives, another is stepping into the light, to operate at a level to which they understand, and still must be extremely cautious. For theft of all things is all around, even the slow theft of the notion to be a free thinker. It is just taken from you over time and you do not realize it. They play the chess game essentially on autopilot, and are so arrogant, them and their goons, leave the AI world simulation, on the same difficulty level, low, because they, the elite, are lazy, slobs, with a facade of elegance and wealth. True wealth is understanding how to resist hate and evil, and share love and truth with your fellow brother and sister regardless of race or religion. To take down the system, is the end goal. This very cleverly crafted system, one in which its own history reveals its existence. To take something down, well my friends, that is why we march. Million mask march. Even though silence may be one end, active operations may also be ongoing within this certain silence. The long con will fall. It is only a matter of time. When you wake the fuck up and start to think for yourself, and start to dedicate your time into seeking truth and understanding through research on a very detailed and consistent scale. Wake the fuck up. When you take the idea of Anonymous and activate it real time, not just the digital but the real world, such as Occupy, KKK Church of Scientology, from the past to exposing pedo trash regardless of level in society and the bloodlines that reside in the shadows, feeding on the generations one after another, or something as simple as sharing the idea with others you come across in your daily life. Before you know it, maybe what you do for a living can be the very thing that you used to chop up the root. Use the system to take down the system. Anonymous is not a club or group. Anonymous has no membership, no VIP patrons, no useless events wasting your time and money, like television programming, social media obsessions, and the circus or political system that you willingly pay for. But politics, it is there to divide you and to separate themselves from true accountability. Anons choose their path and course of actions in this world of turmoil, and in its current state, the idea needs all the directed consciousness sent, not just inward, but outward as well. Your voice, your thoughts, your speech, your choice to rise up against fear and corruption, your choice to deny greed, evil and hate within your domain of human thought, for it is your thoughts that provoke your actions, and it is your skills and abilities that determine the results you can achieve. But remember, you never know who you may impact if you stay true to your course. It is organic and exists in the metaphysical, ergo the idea is ever flowing on planes and dimensions. Only love can drive out hate. Question everything. Do not trust the government to control the mind. Population control, social control, media manipulation. 100% true fact. Mainstream or matrix. You will not see it for what it is until you detach from it. Doing so furthers you in the game, and expands your horizons for what you can accomplish by your choosing. It's your idea. Is it yours? Anyone can be anonymous. Not all are a part of the collective. Much gratitude and thanks is given to those that put themselves and lives on the line every day, for a fight that is unlike any other. Is any of this real? Just because you are a governmental entity, monarch or king, does not make it so. That you can systematically stretch out your slow process of genocide amongst various cultures and nationalities throughout the world. The United States government, and the citizens of the United States of America, are not one and the same. The voice and true love for the people of the world is not shared or represented by its appointed government. Yes, the vast population live under a rock, but actually care. They just do not know what the fuck is really going on around them. They hope for change, but do not know why or question why they hope in the first place. Fragments of information, compounded, reveal more than you realize. And you know what? It is too late. System motherfucking failure. If the voice of the people is controlled, then it is only fitting that their voice is somewhat unwittingly biased. Why do you not remove your quote electoral college in your system of government? Since you choose to have such a large machine, the driver or operator is never truly selected, thus the voice of the people is not truly free, meaning false freedom. Sound familiar? Human trafficking, rape, war, murder, proxy wars initiated by superpowers and shadow entities, for strategic purposes and for financial gains. Ports bombed and blocked to slow torture those that are relying on the waiting humanitarian aid that is sent to help tens of millions of people dying every second. Suffering unlike any human should. We are approaching the year 2020 in our civilization. The only reason why third and fourth world countries exist is because the social, economical, political and physical environment are manipulated to maintain the same course. Do not lie to yourself anymore. Do not let fear guide you. You know the truth, and as each person makes an effort to do something about that which you are passionate about, thus progressing the resistant force until Anonymous chooses to change the system and game completely. For this is a game, and it is life or death, one way, shape or form. Some make waves through hacktivism, some make waves through activism. To each is its own, and each accomplishes the set objective. The collective direction continues its resistant force while maintaining direct actions upon complete filth, such as mutilators, those who are child predators, those who are involved with child pornography and human trafficking and sex slave trade market. And how is it again that the mainstream human population can't quite seem to put two and two together? Money and power provide a glass floor when it comes to accountability and options available. In the realm of, say, an elected official, head of state or corrupt leader, bribery, manipulation, lies, deceit, entrapment are just a few things they do to each other to maintain their own lies, for they are truly guided by fear and will die in a state of fear. Follow the money. If you take the money out of the equation, there is no equation, for money is the foundation of the system, the matrix of society and commerce. Wake the fuck up. With endless resources it is very easy to reset the clock. What is overlooked is that the superpowers themselves are poker players, and the card game never ends. No one can ever truly win. The world's arsenal of weaponry is unfathomably disgusting in its size and completely unnecessary use of funding and resources, all provided by the populations of the world. Freedom of speech and freedom of information. Human rights for all. But war. Fight against corruption. Whoever you may be, in the dimension and realm you reside in, the collective chooses his own path, yet that path finds bearing in the creek. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
To idiot America.